Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, hi. So the last time I posted a video was about me cooking. So here go another I'm about to do a video. It's about to be a story time. So here go my labor and delivery story time. Okay. So let's rewind all the way back. Okay, so in July of 2019, I was pregnant with my daughter named Zenobia, and I was probably like eight and a half months pregnant with her. And so you gonna come in?
No, I mean, I didn't know if you wanted
Oh,
me to.
she's playing with your boat.
We could still make a video. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was about like 8.5 months pregnant with her. It was like in July, and my last doctor's appointment was like in like July 8th. I think July 8th was my last doctor's appointment. I was supposed to go back, but it ain't playing out that way. So I'm gonna say July 10th or July 10th and July 11th. I was having really bad like contractions. Like I did not know like labor can go like be that intense. Like it was like I did not like it. So let me see, on July 11th, that whole day I was in contractions. I was timing them. It was like 4 minutes. They was 5 minutes. They was like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes apart. And then when they got closer and closer, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Like I was telling my daughter's father that like I gotta go, like I need to go to the hospital. But he was like, no, you need to stay at home, because if we go and they send you back home, he gonna be pissed. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I was calling everybody. Like I wasn't calling everybody, I was calling like, I was trying to take the pain off, like walk around and everything, but it wasn't working. I was having back contractions, like they was on 10. I had to go. I tried to lay down, it did not work. I tried to get like an ice pack, that didn't work. And then I was having like sharp pains and everything. Like yeah, it was all bad. I was just in so much pain for that whole day. Actually, all July 11th, I was in so much pain. So around maybe like the afternoonish, like maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock that day in the afternoon, I was calling. First I had called like the hospital, like tried to call my doctor, but she wasn't picking up the phone, so I had to call an emergency line. And like I had to explain to them, I was like, excuse me, like I'm in serious pain, like what am I supposed to do? And then the lady on the other line, she was like, well, if you're bleeding, or if your mucus plug came out, or this and that and the third, you need to come to the hospital. And I'm over here like, okay. Speaking of, my mucus plug came out a whole month ago. Like a whole month ago. So I was just waiting for the baby to come. I was 1 centimeter for a whole month, and then yeah. So 1 centimeter for a whole month, and then after that I called them. They was like, no. After that I had called my dad. I was like, Dad, can you take me to the hospital? I'm in like a lot of pain. this and that and the third. He was like, yeah, when I get off work. I'm like, okay. So I had called my mom. She ain't pick up the phone. No, actually, I wasn't even talking to my mom, because she was mad that I was pregnant by my daughter's father. She ain't want to deal with me for real. She really didn't deal with me for my pregnancy. Like, that's crazy. Like, my dad didn't know. So, and my dad used to tell me, like, well, if that nigga leave, Janetta, it's your responsibility to take care of that, to take care of the baby. And I was like, yes, you're right, I am. You already know that. I got you. I'm gonna take care of your grandbaby. And that's what I'm doing now. Taking care of his grandbaby, taking care of my daughter. This is my first child. I was so happy to have her, because I've been wanting a child since I was 14 years old. Like, yeah, like, girl, what you think about having a child at 14? I don't know. I just always wanted to be a mother. Now I finally got my lifetime wish came true for real. I'm a mother now. Love being a mother. So my dad finally came. I'm over here like wobbling, walking down the steps like I'm in so much pain. He was like, Jeanette, are you okay? I'm over here like, no, I'm not okay, Dad. Like, and then so we finally got to the hospital. He drove all the way around the hospital. He went to the back on the emergency side. So he was like, I got out the car. He was like, I got out the car and I sat down on the bench. He was like, wait here. I'm gonna go park the car. I'm like, you about to leave me here? So he went to go park the car. He was like, you ready? I was like, yeah. So we got a wheelchair. I'm over here like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm in so much pain. Like, I could not take it. Like, and then at the simple fact, my baby dad, that nigga, he was still at the fucking house. My dad left him. He was like, hold on, I'm gonna come. He ain't come. He was bullshitting around. He thought I was like playing. Like, he didn't think I was in labor. Because I went to the hospital maybe like 5-6 times before I was in labor. They always send me back home. So it's like, okay. And I called my cousin. I was like, what am I supposed to do? She was like, I don't know. I ain't never done this before. It ain't never happened to me. So I was like, okay. Just, put that in there. So in a hospital, they was like, are you in labor? I'm like, yes, I'm in labor. What do you mean? They was like, okay, well, so they so I went in a little department. They wheeled me all the way through the other side where the labor and delivery was at. My bad. So it was a while. I had to go all the way to the purple side. So I'm there in the elevators, just like intense pain, like rocking back and forth. So, and then they wheeled me into this little, I forgot what it's called. It's like before, like, you go into labor and delivery. I was in that little part. I had to sign some papers and stuff. They had to get all my information down. And I'm over here texting my baby's father, like, where are you at? You need to come on. It's 9 to 3rd. And my dad with me, but my dad had to go home. He had to leave me. He had to leave because he had to go back home and get some sleep because he had to go to work the next day. So I'm like, okay, see you later. And then I was like, Dad, can you tell my mom to come up here, please? But I didn't think she was coming up there. So I went to the restroom. Came back, and my mom was there. But when nobody wasn't there at the hospital, I was just there by myself. My baby dad wasn't there. My mom wasn't there. My dad wasn't there. I was there by myself in a lot of pain. I'm over here in tears. I'm in freaking tears. Because, like, it was just so much pain. My back was hurting. My stomach was hurting. Every time I had a contraction, I used to, like, hold on to the bed, like, really, really tight. Like, they used to be like, yeah, you have a contraction. And then what they told me, they was like, yeah, Miss Bush, we're keeping you here. I was like, okay. So then they was like, they was trying to find the baby's heart. Not the, they was trying to find, they was trying to see what was going on with my daughter. And I'm looking at her right now. She just, oh, she's so beautiful. Y'all gotta see her. Her stepdad holding her. But I was in so much pain. So my contractions was on like 2,000. Every time like a contraction came, I was just like holding on to the bed, crying, like moaning, like intense pain. I ain't really cried for real, but I was just about to cry. Every time it came, I just wanted to be left alone. I did not know labor can be that difficult. So then they was like, yes, Miss Bush, we're keeping you. Oh, my heart dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't got nobody here right now. Y'all tell me y'all about to keep me? Because they kept me because they couldn't find my daughter. My daughter stopped moving inside of me. They was like, oh no. Like the doctor, my doctor had came in. They was like, yeah, she stopped moving. She ain't moving no more. So it was like maybe like 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 7, like 7:30, 8 or 9 o'clock now. And I'm over here like, oh my gosh, my daughter stopped moving. What the heck? I recorded it on my phone because they was doing an ultrasound on me. She stopped moving. I was so scared. Like, I was so scared. Like, oh my gosh, I don't got nobody here. So I'm over here texting my daughter's grandmother, not my mom, but her dad's mom. And I'm over here texting her father too, like, bro, you need to come your butt on, like, where you at? Like, I'm in here by myself, like, I wasn't playing no games. I was pissed at him, like, where you at? Why you didn't come? And then he was like, oh, well, I ain't come because I didn't think they was going to keep you. Nigga, I don't care. You should have still came. Your ass brain, you should have still came. Like, period, point blank. You feel me? So then after that, my baby dad finally came. No, he came, but my mom came. My mom came. They was like, okay, well, I told my mom. I told his mom that they was keeping me, and his mom was like, okay, well, they was all about together in a car and come. It was him, his sister, and his little brother, and her. Yeah. And they was about to come and get him. They was about to come and get my daughter's father from my house, but he had his friend with him, and his mom was like, nah, I ain't about to, I'm not about to take you and your friend up there. No, so they left. They left him. So he had to call his sister, not his blood sister, but his basically sister, but it's like his oldest brother's baby mom's. He had to call her. So she got them an Uber. Cause I was texting his little sister like, May, why ain't your brother this and that and the third? And so then they finally came. Speaking, I'm still they moved me to the like delivery room where I'm about to have a baby at, and I'm on the phone with my doctor, and she was telling me all this stuff like this and that and the third. Yeah, we might have to get you a C-section. Huh? A C-section? What? So I was like, okay. In my mind, I'm over here not processing that they said they about. I didn't really understand what she was really saying because I was in so much pain, and it was just so freaking much. I gotta tell y'all this. So my baby dad and his friend came in the labor and delivery room. My mom was there and my sister was there. I was so happy to see them. Like, yes! I wish my brother was there, but fortunately he couldn't be because, you know, things happen. Yeah. Like, for real, that's why I think I just wanted my brother to be there and my mom. I didn't really care about him, for real. I mean, I did, but I didn't. So, that being said, let me get into the juicy stuff. So, my mom and my baby dad, they don't like each other. Because my baby dad used to disrespect my mom and disrespect my dad, and I was like, they didn't like me because I used to not, you know, stand up for them. But trust and believe me, your girl used to stand up for her parents. Like, nah, you ain't about to be disrespecting my mom. Like, I'm about to get in your bed. You feel me? Like, ain't none of that about to happen. Like, nah. So they ain't like each other. They had came. He was mad at me, texting me on Messenger. He was texting me on Messenger like, why is she here? I'm over here like, I don't know. She's my mom. She's supposed to be here for me though. Like, I don't know why she's here. She just popped up. She really did. She just popped up. I think she was going to come. She came. I was happy. Like, yay! So, they came. So, my baby dad and his friend, they was already in there. But my nurse, my nurse told me that I have to get a, what is that called? I have to get a, what is that called? Not an epidural. Yes, I have to get an epidural. So with that, I have to get an epidural, and then my nurse was saying there only can be like one person can be in here, and my mom was just so rude. My mom was like, yeah, and you get it. She told my baby dad like, and yeah, you can't be in here. You got to get out. I just sat there quiet. I was like, ooh. Mom, come on. I'm thinking in my head like, Mom, come on now. You can't be doing that. You're just mean. You're just being mean. I want some hot Cheetos. So then, after that, they, excuse me. That's my daughter. She whining. She need to go to sleep. So then after that, they gave me an epidural, and while I was getting the epidural, I was having a contraction. So much pain. I was holding on to had the pillow right here, like on my lap, and the nurse was holding on to me. I'm holding on to her, like her pockets on her shirt. I'm over here like, and my mom was like right there, like in front of me, but behind the nurse. And I'm over here like, she was like, you gotta arch your back, so I had to be like this. And I'm over here like, I was in so much pain, ridiculous. So my daughter's father came back in the room. My daughter's father came back in the room. So after that, my daughter's father was playing his music real loud, and my mom was like, you need to turn that down. So, and then he was like, so he turned it down, but he still had it up loud. So then after that, they get into it, because my daughter's father was about to walk out the room. But he called my mom or my sister a bitch. Excuse my language. Yes, he called them a bitch. And I couldn't really do nothing because I was like, I had the epidural inside of me. My legs was numb. All of that. So, yeah, crazy. So, my little sister, she had got up and she was like, my little sister, she had got up. She was like, you ain't about to disrespect my mom. Nope. And then my daughter's father had like put in his stance up like he about to like fight. So then my mom had like ran over to him and like he had like choked. She had choked him into the door, towards the door. And then she hadn't got a scratch. She broke skin. He was bleeding. And then that's when security came. I'm over here like, stop. I'm over here trying to get out the bed, but I couldn't. They was like, no. You need to sit down. You need to lay back down. So they was like, so my nurse had came in and the security guards had came in and they had asked me, well, one of them got to leave. So I'm over here like, I don't know which one should leave. So my mom just to be the bigger person, she was just crying because she wanted to be there for her granddaughter's delivery. But she left and he stayed, and so fast forward around, it was probably like 5:30. I'm still in bad contractions. Tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. They came and checked me. Every time they checked me, that was just so much pain. I really hated that pain. Like they used to put their fingers inside my vagina, stick it up real far. It was just so much pressure. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop. So they told me how to get a C-section. So they prepped me for a C-section, got me all cleaned and everything. They shaved me, that probably TMI, but yeah. Sorry, ladies, males. Yeah, they shaved me down there, and they put me in my little thing on my head. They gave him his little scrubs and stuff. They got me prepped, and then they wheeled me on into the but I had to wait because there was somebody else that was already downstairs with the C-section, so I had to wait. So yep, I waited. So then they got me ready. They wheeled me down, and then I had my daughter. They C-section. They put me on a whole bunch of like medicine. I was like real drowsy, sleepy, all of that. Like I was just too much. I was like tired for real. And I was sick. So they cutted me. He's seen everything. I ain't see everything. They had a sheet over me. Not like where I couldn't see. I seen the little window, but I still couldn't see them. I was laying on my back. So he's seen everything. And then next thing you know, she was here. She was born at 7:31. She was born at 7:31. I was so happy. But I didn't even know she was out. I didn't know she was out. I ain't hear. I was waiting for her to cry, but I didn't hear her cry. He took a picture of her and everything. He showed me. He was happy. He was crying. He was just so emotional. I was like, oh, I didn't even cry. I was just happy, like, oh. So then when I finally, when I got to my recovery room, I held her. No, I held her when they was wheeling me back. When they was wheeling me to the recovery room, I was like, oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. Like, that's my daughter. Like, oh, like, I was just so freaking happy. So then they gave me my little band, and since she was like 5 pounds and 8 ounces and like 18 or 19 inches long, she was small, so she had to go to the NICU. And and while I was already in the recovery room, the nurses, they was like, well, great thing you came in and listened to your body, because if you didn't, she could have died. I was like, what? They was like, yes, she could have died. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I didn't listen to my baby die. I'm happy I listened to my body and came in when I came in. So I had her at 7:31, July 12th, 2019. It's like a couple days. She was two or 3 days before her dad's birthday. So that was like his little birthday present, having her. Crazy, huh? And her grandpa's birthday is July. Her grandpa's birthday, my dad, his birthday is July 10th. Hers is July 12th, and her dad's is July 14th. So that's just like, what the heck? But my birthday, you know what's so crazy? It's like my birthday is August 12th. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like me and my daughter got the same birthday date. And her dad got the same birthday month. So it's like, oh, that's so cool. So, yep. And she was in the NICU for like 5 or 7 days. And she's healthy now. She's home. First time night with her, it went great. But now, yep, she's 7 months and she's doing good. Well, okay, thank you again. That was my labor and delivery story. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.